Hello, leaders. Dr. Patrick Jinks here, board certified leadership coach and president of the Leader's Perspective. You've probably used ChatGPT, but have you ever used it in agent mode? I'd like to tell you how ChatGPT's agent mode is related to leadership delegation. Cue it up. Okay, today we're going to blend two concepts together. Probably one of the most common challenges that leaders I coach face is difficulty in perfecting delegation. Everybody says, I need to delegate more. But as we've said on this channel before, delegation shouldn't simply be a function of moving work from your plate to someone else's. That's a work dump. It should be a win-win-win. A win for you, a win for the delegate, and a win for the organization or the team. One of the common missteps I see in delegation is when a leader delegates the work, but then stays involved. And this is for a number of reasons. Maybe they don't trust the person fully that they're delegating to. Maybe they are micromanagers, or maybe they just love doing the work themselves and they can't break away from it completely. Whatever the case, delegation is most effective when it gives the delegate autonomy and growth. So, here are the two concepts. We're going to start with our use of ChatGPT. I know that sounds strange, but stay with me because when you're using ChatGPT, you're essentially delegating work. Now, you've probably used the tool plenty by now, but I imagine that not many of you are familiar with what's called agent mode. This, by the way, is only available if you have one of the paid accounts with OpenAI. If you do, when you open ChatGPT, at the place where you would normally put your prompt, there's a little plus sign. When you click that plus sign and move down the menu just a few items, you will find agent mode. Now, here's how agent mode is different. In regular mode, ChatGPT is a thought partner. You have to give it a lot of prompting if you're asking it to work on a project for you. But in agent mode, ChatGPT functions as an agent. It's as if you were contracting with a consultant and asking them to do the work. ChatGPT's agent will then take the project and run with it without asking a whole lot of clarifying questions. And it doesn't mean that you can't and shouldn't still clarify the parameters, but ChatGPT will take more autonomy in putting it together for you. When you delegate to your employees, are you delegating in regular mode or in agent mode? How much are you letting your team members decide and determine how a project is put together? That leads us to the second concept. I believe this is a John Maxwell framework. It's called 10-80-10. I use it all the time in my coaching work. It's a very effective mechanism for thinking about how we delegate. The model says that in the beginning of a project, the leader who's doing the delegating should be involved at the front 10% of the project with the delegate. This is where the two of them get clarity on expectation and objectives, and they can establish the parameters of the project. It's an important stage of any project or initiative. But then comes the next 80%. This is where the leader steps away completely, allowing the delegate to operate with autonomy and trust. Now we're 90% into the project, and this is where the leader comes back in, the final 10%. This is where the delegator and the delegate debrief and review the finished product, do any correcting or revising, or better yet, celebrating. So now let's put two questions together. When you're delegating to your team members, are you delegating in normal mode or in agent mode? And finally, how much time are you spending in the 80%? Once you delegate it, the answer should be little to none. Of course, there's one final question that has to be answered. Do you have the right people on board? If they don't have the competence to lead in the 80% or to operate in agent mode, you have some different work to do. And that is this leader's perspective for today. And in case you didn't know it, our podcast, The Leadership Window, is still ranked in FeedSpot's top 10 in its category, and it's growing. It's now getting over 50,000 listens per episode. So tune in at the link that's in the video description below this video. Also, please subscribe to this channel here on YouTube if you haven't already. It helps get the word out to others. Make sure you click the bell icon so that you're notified when we drop new episodes. And As always, if you'd ever like to look at ways that the leader's perspective can help you or your organization achieve greater clarity, simplicity, or alignment in your work, there's another link in the video description also below for you to schedule a free discovery call with me. I'd love to explore how we can help you. Until next time, lead on.